2.1 Properties and Operations. In this lesson, we will learn how to use properties of addition and multiplication. Let's first look at some vocabulary terms. In this case, all the properties. Let's first look at the commutative and associative properties. For the commutative property of addition, it just means in the sum, you can add a number in any order. So numerically, 4 plus -7, you can rewrite that as -7 plus 4. The switch in location. So algebraically, it will be A plus B equals B plus A. For the commutative property of multiplication, in words, it means in a product, you can multiply the numbers in any order. So in numbers, 8 times -5 will mean the same thing as -5 times 8. The only difference is the switch in location. So algebraically, A times B equals B times A. Or you can rewrite it like this. The associative property of addition. In words, it means changing the grouping of the numbers in a sum does not change the sum. So a numerical example here would be 9 plus 6 plus 2. On the left-hand side, you would add 9 plus 6 first. But on the right-hand side, the numbers are being regrouped so that you would add 6 and 2 first. But no matter what you do, your final answer will still be the same on both sides. So algebraically, A plus B plus C with the parentheses around A and B equal to A plus B plus C with the parentheses around B and C. So basically, the regrouping occurred between B and C. The associative property of multiplication. In words, this means changing the grouping of numbers in a product that does not change the product. So same thing, numerically, you have 3 times 10 times 4, and initially you have 3 and 10 grouped together. But on the right-hand side, you would group 10 and 4 together. But no matter which way you do to solve each side, you will still get the same answer. So algebraically, you would group A and B first, and on the right-hand side, you would group B and C. Identity properties. The identity property of addition. In words, it just means the sum of a number and the additive identity 0 is the number. So a numerical example will be -6 plus 0 will still be -6 itself. And algebraically, any variable A plus 0 will still be the same variable. And for the identity property of multiplication, in words, it means the product of a number and the multiplicative identity 1 is the number. So numerically, 4 times 1 will still be 4 itself, and algebraically, any variable A times 1 is still the variable A itself. Okay, now I'm going to first go over guided practice part A before I teach unit allowances. Okay, identify the property that the statement illustrates. So for the first one, 7 to the third power plus 3 equals 3 plus 7 to the third power. These terms, they are interchanged, so they're switched in location. So we call this the commutative property. And -6x times 1 is still equal to -6x, and this would be the identity property of multiplication. So you can just write multiplication. And for this first one here, commutative property of addition. And the next one, x plus 2y is grouped together, and then plus 3z, and then x plus 2y plus 3z with 2y and 3z grouped together. So all three terms are the same, and these terms are being regrouped so that on the right hand side you would add 2y plus 3z first instead of x and 2y first. So since there is regrouping involved, we call this the associative property of addition. You do not need to write the word property. Unit analysis. See page 793 in your textbook to help you convert measures. I'm going to give you a common one. 1 foot equals 12 inches. The conversion factor will be simply written as 1 foot over 12 inches, or 12 inches over 1 foot, or simply 12 inches over 12 inches, which equals to 1. By the identity property of multiplication, multiplying measurement by a conversion factor does not change the measurement. So given the measurement equal 3 feet, how many inches will that be? So I can take 3 feet and multiply that by a conversion factor of 12 inches over 1 foot. Please excuse me of the misprint. So I use this conversion factor because I can cancel out feet or foot, doesn't matter. Therefore, I'm left with 3 and 12, which makes 36 inches. Now let's look at some practice problems. So part B, use a conversion factor to perform the indicated conversion. So I know from kilograms to grams, the conversion factor is 1 kg to 1,000 grams. So I'm going from 7.5 kg. So I know 1,000 grams equals 1 kg. The reason why I want to put kg in the bottom is because I can cancel it out. So now there's 3 zeros. I can shift the decimal point in 7.5 3 spaces to the right. 1, 2, 3. And that would give me 7,500 grams. And for 432 square inches, the conversion factor will be 1 square feet to 144 square inches. Basically, I just squared 12. So that would be 144. I can cancel out inches, square inches, and 432 over 144. If I simplify that, that would give me 9 over 3. And that would be 3 square feet. Part C, evaluate the expression when A equals 9 and B equals negative 4. So this is just extra practice. 3, A is 9, plus 2, B is negative 4 squared, plus 16. So here we have 27 plus 32 plus 16, and that would give you 75. Word problems. Okay, here I give you a strategy in solving word problems. When you read a word problem, you got to plan. You have to read and reread the question. And the question is usually located in the last sentence in the paragraph. List facts and goals. Define the variables. Create equations. Draw pictures. Of course, solve neatly. I would usually solve vertically and solve smaller pieces on the side and write all steps. Don't skip. And then I would check, reread all directions, or try other methods. Reverse the order, substitute, analyze units, or estimate. Roller coasters. The Steel Dragon 2000 is the world's longest roller coaster. Its length is 2,711 yards. How long is the roller coaster in feet? I know that 1 yard equals 3 feet. I can use this conversion factor to solve this word problem. So 2,711 yards in feet would be, remember, I want to cancel out yards. I will put 1 here and 3 feet on top. So if you're solving from a big unit to a small unit, you will multiply by 3. So after multiplying this, you would get 8,133 feet. Critical thinking. When you divide by any number A by 1, what is the result? A. Write an algebraic statement that expresses this property. So basically, any number variable divided by 1 will still be A. And we can call this the identity property of division if you like. Logical reasoning. Complete the table. Use the results in each row to decide whether subtraction and division are commutative, or associative operations. Explain your reasoning. 8 minus 3 is 5. 10 divided by 5 is 2. 15 subtract 9 is 6. 6 minus 4 is 2. 48 divided by 6 is 8. 8 divided by 2 is 4. And let's see, 3 minus 8 gives me negative 5. And if I switch this around, this would become 1/2. And if I regroup these, the answer would be 10. And again, for division, if I regroup these numbers, the answer would be 16. So, no, the results are different. After applying the properties. And that concludes our lesson.